Hello everyone, my name's Brian McCormick, you're watching MTG Rocks. I've got a sweet Omni mill combo deck for you today. We mill our opponent infinitely thanks to Scholar of the Ages, Flood of Tears, and Overflowing Insight. So basically we play Omniscience, it makes all of our spells cost nothing. And then we can play Flood of Tears to return all permanents to their owner's hand, and then we'll put Omniscience back into play. Then we play Overflowing Insight to make our opponent draw 7 cards. And then we play Scholar of the Ages. This lets us return Flood of Tears back to our hand, as well as Overflowing Insight back to our hand. And since we have Omniscience in play, we can play Flood of Tears again, returning Scholar back to our hand. And then we just replay Scholar, returning Flood of Tears and Overflowing Insight to our hand. If you didn't catch all that, it's okay. I'm going to show you how it works in the game. But essentially, it's the infinite mill combo between these 4 cards you see here. We've got some ramp cards that'll help us play Flood of Tears earlier to get Omniscience in play. We've got Teferi, which helps us protect the combo a little bit, slows down our opponent. Tamiyo helps us dig for combo pieces. And Dawn for Dreams lets us dig for combo pieces as well. Because Flood of Tears needs 4 non-land permanents in play to go off, we do have to have a fair amount of early permanents to get that going. So we have Fblthp, the Lost here, that draws us a card, and it works well with Mox Amber, which can accelerate our mana base. And then we just have our regular mana accelerants here with Llanowar Elves. We do have Drover the Mighty instead of Incubation Druid, because if our mana is bad, this can add mana of any color, whereas Incubation Druid can only add mana that lands we control could produce. This is a casual deck. It's just a deck I've had a lot of fun playing. You can have some big, huge wins, but it's not something that's super consistent. But it's really fun to play. So sometimes your opponent will scoop to Omniscience, but just because you play Omniscience doesn't mean you're going to win. You need some card draw going. The Overflowing Insight you can use the first time to draw 7 cards on yourself, which is a nice way to draw the rest of the combo pieces. We see there's our Leyline in the background, the green Leyline. Art by Noah Bradley. Whoa, 3 Teferis. Alright, well, I'll keep. Interesting hand. Not really a combo hand, but Teferi is a good card. It buys us time. We can return opponents' permanents. Makes things easier to cast on our turn. One of the things about this deck is Teferi can confuse the opponent to what we're doing. They may not suspect a combo deck when they see Teferi. They're certainly not going to suspect a mill combo. Fblthp, the Lost. Alright. Interesting. Don't play against those too often. Alright, so alright, we'll play Teferi.
If you show remorse, I'll show
sure, we'll return that. He gets to draw again, but if that's all he's doing, I don't really care. No attack. We're not trying to win with aggro here, so. Stitcher Supplier, okay. Ooh, Agent of Treachery. So we're against a Graveyard Recursion combo deck with Agent of Treachery. And he's got Scholar of Insight, or Scholar of the Ages as well, so interesting.
Here we go.
Alright, Alright, so let's go ahead and play our other Teferi. Excuse me.
I'm known.
Alright, we'll tap this for white mana. Return it to our hand, draw a card. Recast it. Tap it for blue. We get Tamiyo out. And I think we want River for the... Alright, here we go. So, Flood of Tears. That's what we want. I believe that's what we want here. I don't know. Can we play Omniscience yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, probably Flood of Tears here. There's a Scholar. So we can kill Teferi. Not a real issue here.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Alright, so there's the Blood for Bones, getting Agent of Treachery, stealing our Tamiyo.
No tail should be discarded.
Sure. Now there's the Flood. That'll return everything to its owner's hands. That seems pretty good. Don't really care about the life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Oh, actually, it doesn't tap for mana right now. Alright, well, we'll tap this for blue. Return all permanents to their owner's hands. Do you have anything else in here? Scholar. No more Agent of Treacheries, though. He discards Agent, of course. Alright, I'll play Tamiyo.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and
I'll
wanes.
return Flood of Tears to my hand.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Then we'll play Paradise Druid. Alright, I think we could have tapped our mana better to Interplanar Beacon the Teferi instead of the Druid. I don't know, maybe we want the additional mana. I mean, Agent of Treachery can't target the Druid, but he could target the Teferi. Sure, so he gets a 2 loyalty Tamiyo, but we get to Flood of Tears again. This is funny back and forth. So next turn we have 3 with Teferi, 3 mana, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we draw 1 more mana, we can play both Teferi and Flood of Tears. Interesting, he's got Jace as well. Alright. Cool. Alright, we'll play Teferi.
Let's slow this down.
We will tap this for blue. Return Mox Amber to a hand. Draw a card. Recast it. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Recast it. And now we can play Flood of Tears. And we have 4 permanents, so we get to put one into play. What do we want to put into play? Tamiyo or Teferi? I think Tamiyo.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you.
Return Flood of Tears again.
I have learned much from my
Play Mox
ancestors.
Amber. Alright. So at least if we're able to keep this Flood of Tears combo going with Tamiyo, our opponent doesn't get to establish a board state. We've kind of created an infinite loop here with Flood of Tears and Tamiyo now. Although, our opponent could theoretically deck himself and then play Jace, given enough time.
Seek and find.
This is a very interesting game. Eventually, if we get Omniscience, you know, we can win, so keeping board parity here is fine for a number of turns. Alright, so we have to have 6 mana for Flood of Tears, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So, yeah, we can still play Teferi.
I can no longer stand by and watch. I'll protect you.
Oh, there's land. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Not a third permanent for, or a fourth permanent for Flood of Tears to go off on. No, wait, we do have enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 mana here for the, I guess the Fblthp. Alright, and then we'll Flood of Tears, return everything back. Put Tamiyo onto the battlefield.
Let us have a storied battle.
Use
worth
Tamiyo to get back
retelling.
Flood of Tears.
The storied past holds
Play
our
Mox
future.
Amber. Play Llanowar Elves. Man, that's a lot of work. So we can't do this forever, because if we do, he'll eventually probably have a Jace in his hand he can draw to win the game. He might run out of Agents of Treachery though, because I keep putting them in his hand. Although he's got Chart, of course, to discard him. Well, there's Overflowing Insight, but still no Omniscience. Alright, oh, what? Can't add mana with that yet, so... Alright. So, what's going on? It's not letting me tap mana here. Alright. Play Teferi. Get some life.
This isn't a fight you can win. Don't worry, I got
Time me out, game. Another. Still trying to get Omniscience, but don't have it. Alright, Alright, we'll draw another card from Fblthp. Then we'll play Flood of Tears. Do we have to return Tamiyo? Not necessarily. We could return Teferi, but I'd rather return Tamiyo.
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
We have River Our Tears in our hand, so let's try and get Omniscience.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Sweet, that was the top card of our library. Alright, so we need to discard 2. Let's discard this Leyline and a Paradise Druid. Alright. If that Omniscience was 1 less down, we could have won that turn. But we'll be able to win on our next turn. On he scoops. I wish I could have showed you the combo there, but he scooped, unfortunately, before he did the combo off. Well, let's go again. Maybe we'll see someone who will let us play it out. Well, there you saw the power of Tamiyo and River of Tears, being able to, every turn, loop River of Tears with Tamiyo, return everything to everybody's hand, so as long as he doesn't have haste or counter spells, he can't advance his board state at all. And then we can just keep on doing that until we get the Omniscience, as you saw, and that lets us win the game. Kind of slow, but we have Teferi, and I like keeping Teferi hands. I can play it thanks to Paradise Druid and the white in Temple Garden. Looks like we might be against aggro. Aggro can be tough, but you know, we got to combo off before they can be aggressive. Although normally they pay 1 drop. Maybe we're not against aggro. Alright, so I'll just get started on this Tamiyo. I'll raise the alarm. Didn't see that coming. Alright.
Dueling you will be excellent.
Alright, let's get River. That's normally my target here, or Flood of Tears. Keep wanting to say River of Tears. I believe that's actually a blue-black land from Lorwyn, one of my favorite lands, which I wish they would reprint. Okay. Well, people are scooping. I mean, it's not like we're playing Simic Nexus. It's the original build here. We did name River of Tears. I'm pretty sure Nexus builds don't run that. Maybe they do. The Nexus builds I saw in top 8 recently did not run it, or top 16, I should say. Alright, I like this hand. Llanowar and Leyline, and we got Teferi and a piece of the puzzle here with Scholar. Well, you don't really need Scholar until late in the game. Alright, we will submit that Leyline. Oh gosh, mono red. Mono red and casual. No. No. Alright, well, he's just gonna kill our Llanowar. We're probably not gonna win this. Again, this is a fun casual deck. It's not really meant to compete with mono red aggro. Well, he's a Fblthp deck, which is a little bit more casual than the straight up mono red, but still. Yeah. Still not fun for us. He's just gonna keep killing all of our mana rampers. I guess, you know, I'll play Teferi next turn. I could tick up Teferi. Yeah, no block. Sure, it's a lot of light at the stages. Alright, so I played Tamiyo here.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
And
To the library.
Flood of Tears. Didn't hit it. I guess we should have played the shock land there. Well, we might be able to win. I'm not saying it's likely. It's possible. A lot of damage. Well, Interplanar Beacon might help. Could use it to return Fblthp, but he'll just replay it. And these have haste. Alright, so what do I want to get back? Anything? I can't play Omniscience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, let's keep looking for river. Or a flood.
Let me aid your research.
Shoot. Alright, Alright, well, we gained 1 life.
I know my responsibility.
I guess the Fblthp costs more of his mana. So we'll return that.
Let's try this.
Alright, so that's 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. I have to have 6 mana next turn to play Flood. There it is. I go to 1 and then he shocks me. Alright, please don't have oh, he can't shock me. We have Teferi. Alright, I think we might win this. Alright, so we have Omniscience in the graveyard. Alright, we do have the win. Alright. So, return Omniscience.
The past is never forgotten.
We have 4 permanents in play.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
So, we'll play Flood of Tears. Bam, bam. Thank you. All right, we play Omniscience. Well, we get to play everything. All right, let's get that Teferi back. Technically, he could have shocked us in response. All right.
The moon looks intriguing.
All right, so we'll play Scholar here. We don't need the Dawn. We get these two back. So we do. All right, and he scoops to the Scholar and the Overflowing and Flood combo. All right, well, there's the combo again. Didn't let us play it out though. Yeah, so basically what would have happened there is we would have used the thing to make our opponent draw 7 cards after we gained enough life though, so that he couldn't shock. So we would use it on us to draw more cards to play more Planeswalkers. And then after we had drawn and got our life up, we would have used it to deck our opponent and then keep playing River of Tears to return everything back. So I'm gonna mulligan this. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Not gonna work. What 5 do we want to keep here? So return Drover and I'm gonna have Teferi turn 2. Mulligan to 5 is not amazing, but alright, and an aggro deck. Alright, so probably gonna die to a Dreadhorde Butcher here.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
So let's just uptake it for now.
That's more like it.
Well, we'll return his 2-drop if it's a Dreadhorde Butcher or something like that. I don't think he can kill it when it's at 5. Yeah, there's the Butcher. Saw that coming a mile away. Sure.
No more games.
Omniscience. Alright. Tamiyo.
You would make an excellent informant for my seek
Blood of Tears.
and find.
Nope. What do I want to do? Do I want to uptick here? No. Let's return that Butcher and draw a card.
Trust me, I have a plan.
We could return Teferi with Tamiyo next turn if we wanted. Yeah, that's got haste. Alright, that's 4 damage. So we can't return Teferi this turn. Oh, 5 damage with Mentor. Alright.
You are setting a
There's
bad
Flood.
example.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I want to hit Teferi.
I know I noted this somewhere.
I think we lost this one. Yeah, Dreadhorde. Yeah, we're stuck at 4 mana. Alright, I'm gonna scoop it up. We stalled on mana, so we weren't able to get the anything going. Alright, so we got a couple lane lines, which means, and some accelerants, so Flood of Tears can go off early. Milk D. Sweet, against some flyer deck. Alright. Not mono red. We are on the draw though, so this deck can get quick. Alright. So Paradise Druid. Next turn Teferi, but he's gonna have multiple flyers out, so our Teferi will die. Oh, please don't play another flyer. All right. I could Drover here. I feel like Teferi's a good play. Because he's only got one flyer right now, and he's mostly tapped out.
Here goes nothing.
And let's see. Oh, we can play both Drover and Fblthp. We'll play Drover then. And we need to find an Omniscience, but we got Flood and Scholar in our hand. I guess I'll take out Leyline. Oh, you took out a Teferi. Okay, interesting. Alright, how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play a Fblthp and a Flood. And play Scholar, return Flood. Alright, that seems fine. Fblthp, drawing us cards. Alright, Flood of Tears. We get Teferi back. We could put Leyline on the battlefield. I guess Scholar wouldn't make sense now because Flood of Tears is still on the stack. It's not in the graveyard yet. So yeah, let's put Leyline back into play. And let's just draw a card. And he scoops. Okay. Let me combo out, people. I want a combo. We've only had one guy who let me combo out all the way so far, like, to win. Where the system let me win instead of a conceding. I'd like to just get to the point where our opponent sees that we have the combo and then scoops, just doesn't scoop because we cast Omniscience. Explode Flame. Oh, I don't like it. Still don't like it. That's better. Not too great. Omniscience is a dead card at this point, but oh, it's the same deck. We really need to draw like a Tamiyo or something to start digging, or Dawn from Dreams to get the River of Tears. Another Calvaclay deck. Yes, yes. Alright. Double blue. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more draw, but we're not drawing lands. And we've got all top end here.
Not to brag, but don't worry. I brought company.
Alright, yeah, that's game. We do not do well against fast aggro unless we have all the pieces to our combo. Mulling to 5 usually means we do not have the pieces. Click a phase. The wizard. Double ley line with Llanowar. Means turn 2 we've got 3 mana, 4 or 5 mana. I'll keep, but we're a little bit restricted on green mana. But if we do get a blue source, Fblthp will draw us a card. Another red deck. Getting tired of these red decks in casual. Ember Hauler. Alright, yeah. We're not gonna play against mono red. Just trying to get some good casual combo fun going. It must know our deck. Why does it keep showing our card as background art whenever we play? Look at it. I wonder if that's intentional or is it just random and it happens to do that. I wish you would tell me, like, I don't know, facts instead of strategy all the time. Like maybe a cool fact about Magic the Gathering, like trivia. Did you know this person was the inventor of Magic the Gathering? Did you know blah blah blah? Do have Fblthp to draw and Teferi. Not a ramp hand, but we do have Flooded Tears and Omniscience. I guess I'll keep. Normally I would mulligan this, but I don't know. We got Fblthp and Teferi. Ooh, sweet. We did draw a ramp card, so we have Teferi next turn. Paradise Druid. Okay. Do I want to play Teferi though? I think so. I will play Teferi so he can't play at instant speed, and then we'll just tick up. We don't want him to kill it with Paradise Druid. As much as I would like to bounce something. Oh, Omnath. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Did not expect that. Did not. Alright, let's play Fblthp, draw. And what do we want to do here? I guess, do we want to bounce Paradise Druid and draw? Sure.
This might be a bad idea.
Then we just chomp the Omnath with Fblthp. Chomp with Paradise Druid, and then we can use the Teferi to bounce again. We could use Drawn from Dreams too.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
But we already have, we can cast Flooded Tears next turn. And without red mana, he can't recast Omnath. What? Nisa?
You will not fail.
Why is Omnath even in this deck? Just for the Nisa land?
The land shall conquer you.
Alright, well, Teferi died.
I really should have
Goodbye,
seen that
Teferi.
coming.
Alright, well... we are just gonna have to Flooded Tears. little bit upset he gets to keep that 3/3. Because it is a land, and it says return all non-land. Do we want to play Paradise Druid and Tamiyo or Dawn from the Dreams? If I play probably Tamiyo, right? And return River of Tears.
I am Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet you.
Or Flood of Tears. I keep saying it wrong.
No tail should be discarded.
But he gets to play Nisa this turn and make another thing. We have an 8 mana next turn. Still not enough for Omniscience, so we need more permanents to get Omniscience out with Flood of Tears.
The land fights for us.
Obviously Tamiyo dies here.
My research has been compromised.
Yes, it has. How does he play Omnath if we don't have Paradise Druid? Like, Incubation Druid doesn't add red. Oh, there's a Stomping Ground. He's probably got like 4 Stomping Ground. 4 Stomping Ground, 4 Paradise Druid. That's not enough, in my opinion. Forces. Kind of losing battle here. Taking 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright. We are so close, but not quite. Next turn we're at 9 mana, 1 away from Omniscience. If we only had like a Llanowar Elf in play. If he hadn't been able to cast that Omnath. Fortunately we're losing to these forests because they stick around. Alright, well let's do some dreaming. Guess I'll get a Tamiyo and a Llanowar. Alright, essentially we're doing some chump blocking. Seeing if he goes for lethal. We need to keep 10 mana, and we can potentially win next turn with if we can keep 10 mana next turn, we can win with Omniscience and Tamiyo. Returning Flood of Tears, playing Omniscience, and then doing everything.
Seek shelter in my stewardship.
Problem is we can only lose 1 creature in blocking. It looks like, well, he can. Oh, alright. So actually, no, we lose when he plays Omnath. Yeah, we lose to Omnath, unfortunately. Alright. We would have won next turn. But the Omnath on the miserable amount of red mana that our opponent plays. Alright. So close. Not a great start for us either at that game. Alright. I suppose we'll keep. Not sure how we played Teferi though, but at least we can play Drawn from Dreams turn 3. It's not a bad card. Of course, we need Fblthp to get Mox Amber working early, or we need Teferi out already. Mox Amber here a little bit as a mana accelerant, but also here because of the way it interacts with Flood of Tears, counting as a permanent. Alright, so playing against mono green, I think that's a good thing for us. Usually less interaction. It takes them maybe turn 5 to win on damage, sometimes turn 4. Usually turn 5. Alright, Vivian doesn't fight. That's a good thing for us.
Strike now! Strike hard!
Maybe this could be our game. Alright. Alright, what do we want to put in our hand? Omniscience, part of the combo. And maybe Temple for the white mana. So we can play Teferi. Don't want to be too greedy by taking like Overflowing Insight. If we get Omniscience out and can play Scholar, we can return Drawn from Dreams, and we're likely to get the other pieces, so. Right, so next turn, we've got 5 mana, 6 mana with Teferi. Ooh, Interplanar Beacon, alright. Get some life when we play our Teferi. Alright, we'll play Teferi. What do we want to bounce here?
Thank me later.
I don't know, we could play Mox Amber first. We could bounce Mox Amber, but we're not playing anything with it, right? 1, 2, 3. Return it. That gives me 4 mana. I'd have to draw something, which could happen. I guess we'll return Druid since that's the...
I've got it.
He might be playing Carnage Tyrant, but... Alright. Play Paradise Druid. Alright, so what we got next turn? We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can play Scholar, return Drawn. That'll help us dig for Flood of Tears.
Let's dive right into battle.
I think I'm fine blocking a Pelt Collector. Just save Teferi, maybe? I don't even think our opponent would trade Pelt Collector for our Alpha at this point. Yeah. Alright, uptick.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Alright. Do I want to get drawn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn we have 10 mana, and then we can Omniscience, Scholar, Drawn, and hope that they're in a top 7 cards of our library we have a Flood. That seems like that'll give us the win. Alright, there's Carney T. Good sign for us. Tapping out, not doing anything too big a deal for us next turn.
I love to make a splash.
Opponent all doing fair things.
You can still walk away.
I'm not walking away. Oh, we drew Flood of Tears ourselves. Alright, so we got the combo here. Let's go ahead and win. Alright.
That's more like it.
We could play Flood of Tears and put Omniscience into play. Alright, so now we Flood of Tears. Bam, put in Omniscience. Get Mox Amber.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Alright, now we get Scholar, and we'll return these two to our hands. Alright, let's see what we can hit with Drawn from Dreams. Alright, we'll get Tamiyo. And, Teferi. Alright.
Don't worry, I got this.
Alright, so play Tamiyo.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies.
Let's get the Insight card.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Overflowing Insight. No, not there yet. Alright, so we'll play another Teferi.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. I'll protect you.
Still not there. Alright, so now what happens is we're going to Flood of Tears to return everything back. Put Omniscience back in, and that'll give us a clean shot with all our Planeswalkers to keep going for the Overflowing Insight combo.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. To the library.
Still not there yet.
I know my responsibility. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
The moon looks intriguing tonight. Let me aid
Where are
your
you, buddy?
research.
Well, we've got plenty of time to find it. Alright, so Scholar again. Return a Flood, return Dawn. Alright. And we'll use Dawn. Well, another Dawn. Alright. Dawn again. There we go. Alright, now we got the win. Alright, so now we can go ahead and deck our opponent. Yes, I want you to draw, buddy. Alright. And now what happens is we play Flood of Tears. Make sure you have 4 permanents in play every time you play Flood of Tears, otherwise you don't get to put Omniscience back. Very important part of the combo.
Right on schedule.
Alright, so
Every story is an opportunity.
we don't need to draw any more cards. We're just going to keep returning Overflowing Insight and Flood of Tears back. And here's the combo again. We cast Overflowing Insight, make our opponent draw 7 again. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, and then we've got 4 permanents. So then we go ahead and play Flood of Tears, return everything back. Make sure we put Omniscience back into play. Get our permanents out again.
Sorry I'm late.
Alright, so there. We got 5 permanents just to be safe.
You would make an
Play
excellent
Scholar.
informant for my study.
Return Flood of Tears, return Overflowing Insight. And make our opponent draw 7. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Flood of Tears. Turn everything back. Play Omniscience. Mox Amber. Remember that you pay the 0 mana cost when you do this.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Alright, so play Scholar. Flood of Tears. Overflowing Insight. Opponent draw 7. And if you don't have the combo, what you do is use Overflowing Insight to bank yourself draw 7. Omniscience.
you. Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Dueling you will be excellent research.
Flood of Tears. Overflowing Insight. Return everything. Play Omniscience.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I am Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet you.
Alright, we're almost there. One more Overflowing Insight and we should win. Play Omniscience. Always put that into play.
Let's slow this down.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes.
Alright. And there we go for the win. If you would draw a card while there's no cards in the library, you lose the game. Alright, and that is how my combo deck works. And we got to play that all the way out to the end, so nice of our opponent to let us play it out. So that is our Omni-Mill combo. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and had a lot of fun. If you like this video, please leave me a comment and let me know. And if you want us to playtest any certain combos or other decks that you have ideas for, let me know and I'll see if I can try them out. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care.